Reski's Crypto Cave here, and this is the NerdQAxe Plus Plus. I just purchased this recently from Pleb Source, I don't know, about a week and a half ago, whatever it is. It's been up and mining for the last couple of days. As it shows, 4.8 gigahash, essentially, roughly about 80 watts. I also picked up a Gamma for 1.2 terahash. That is up and hashing as well. Both of these are solo mining to my own node. And over here, that is my Ultra, I think it is. The 400 gigahash one. Does not seems to be getting a lot of rejected shares, so I turned it off just to kind of mess around with it, and I'll have to mess around with it later just because it's getting so many rejected shares. I don't plan on using it right away until I get that figured out, but these two are up and hashing to my own node, like I said, along with the Nano 3 nerd miners. There's 10 more nerd miners on my desk, and there's also the 600 gigahash, I believe that's the Supra, is at my desk as well for my desktop. So let's hop over to the computer and check things out and see how she's been doing. Alrighty, we're on the computer here taking a look at my node, and last block was 2 minutes ago. Unfortunately, it was not mine. Did not find one yet. We hop over to public pool here. This is my solo mining basically pool on my node using public pool. Best difficulty has been 8.62 billion. Then that was achieved by the NerdQAxe right there. Nerd miners, you can see 74 kilohash. These are probably never, ever going to find a block. So they're basically just something to toy around with and trying to kind of see how an ASIC works, basically, for 20 bucks or whatever it is. You're never going to find a block. The Nano 3, best difficulty 799.86 million. And then the Supra, 111 million. And the Gamma at 187 million. For best difficulty, at least, put it that way. So, currently got about, let's see, there's about 5.8. Pretty much right around exactly 10 terahash, basically solo mining to my own node. What I'm thinking about doing too as well, once my S21 gets turned on at meter mining, which I did get an email, it did come in. It came in last week. They were about ready to turn it on. I filled out the contract and all that stuff, so now I'm just waiting for it to get turned on, because as soon as it gets turned on, I'm going to turn off my S19K Pro here at home. And I'm not going to turn it off. I'm going to basically downclock it, reduce the power, increase the efficiency, and probably try solo mining to my own node for maybe a month and spend 150 bucks or so. Probably waste 150 bucks on electricity, but hey, you never know. So, because as far as latency goes, it's been pretty ridiculous. This was at 8 milliseconds before when I first logged in. It's at 15 now. But the latency to my node is really good. So then it's a matter of how quick my node can get it out to the Bitcoin network. That's basically what we're looking at there as far as that. But at least the latency to my own node is very good. And just going to rely on getting my node getting it back out to the Bitcoin network. And the dogs are walking around. So you hear the tick, 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 tick. And it dropped to 12. But this is the Super Gamma. Yeah, this is the 600 gigahash one. This is one that's right in front of me here. And then we have, this is the Gamma. So currently at 1.15 terahash. Pretty much left everything at stock settings. I'm not sure why it says danger low voltage, but whatever. It's been pretty much running well. The only thing is the screen, for some reason I noticed, doesn't stay on all the time. Sometimes it stays on during boot up and then shuts itself off. And which is not really, there's a flip screen button, but there's not a turn screen off button. So, don't know. But it seems to be working all right. And then here's the dashboard for the NerdQAxe++. 4.8 gigahash, 24,000 accepted shares, only 9 rejected. Efficiency 16.66 joules per terahash, and there's the best difficulty, the 8.62 gigahash, 8.62 billion basically. Pretty much everything is at stock settings. They do recommend leaving the fan at 100%, so I did do that. I actually did get them both all from Pleb Source. Not sponsored. I did use, I believe it was Red Panda's discount code. Got 10% off each of them. So he has a code. The hobbyist has a code. So use whoever you want. I can leave both their links in the description below. And then I'll also leave a link to the Amazon to the power supply that I use for this device. It was a 120 watt, I believe it's 10 amp, 12 volt, something or other. I'll have to pull it up. So hang on a second, let me pull that up. Alrighty, I'm back. I pulled it up. I just wanted to get into Amazon and not dox myself and pull up the right one that I ordered. So this is the one that I ordered, 12 volt, 10 amp, 120 watts, go on 100 volts to 240. And then it has the 5.5 millimeter by 2.5 millimeter barrel plug. That works perfectly fine. This adapter comes with it, but it's not used. And it's a NEMA 15 plug, obviously. So, because I'm in North America. If you're in another country, you will need a different one, different power adapter. But it does have the, basically, it's in the end. It's in the end. You had the C13 type plug on the C13, 14, whatever that one is. On the end that you could just use another plug if you have one. So, but yeah, $20. Looks like they have a 5% coupon to get basically another $1 off. So yeah, so still $20 with tax and stuff like that. So, but it's been working out perfectly. The only time before my AC kicked on, it did overheat once. Not the power supply, the NerdQAxe actually overheated once. But it did get quite warm in the house, and I didn't have the AC kicked on because I wasn't paying attention to the weather. But once I get the AC kicked on, the house down to normal temperatures, it's running perfectly fine. I am probably going to be moving it to the basement, it's cooler down there. Plus, I am going to do like a little solo mining corner in my basement, I think, and just have all my BitAxes and all that type of stuff down there, or in that room there, which is where all my routing equipment is, which might even be better because that's where all right, I'm back. 15-month-old puppy getting into all kinds of shit that she's not supposed to be. So, he's still very curious. I mean, she's 15 months old, so she's going to be like this for a while. So, now she's walking laps around between the kitchen and living room and stuff. So, just need her to settle down and play with some damn toys. But, anyway, back to what I was saying as far as, I'd probably put it back there, is what I'm going to do, I think. And I have a piece of plexiglass. I was thinking about mounting them all to that, mounting that on the wall. I don't know. Trying to figure a couple different things out. Maybe paint it, do some kind of designs with some backlighting, stuff like that, and make it kind of neat. Make it like a little display out of it. So instead of having them just stacked up over there, because I do have a bunch of like those brass motherboard offsets or whatever the hell they're called. Standoffs, that's what they're called. Motherboard standoffs. I have a bunch of those. And I can use those to raise the BitAxes and screw on and attach them off the plexiglass. And just drill holes and route the power through and all that stuff. So I'll see if I can figure out something neat with that. If and when I do that, I'll definitely record some video of it and take pictures and so on and so forth. So, but back to the node. As far as this goes, this has been running this has been running great. I mean, it's been no issues whatsoever with any of them. It does by default. It has them all expanded when you first log in, which is kind of annoying. But my understanding too, you can run CK Pool software on here as well. I just had to figure that out exactly how to do it. I could try that. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I know a few videos ago somebody did make a comment that Public Pool has never found a block. Not sure if it's something with their software or the way they route stuff, or who knows, but it could be just luck. Who knows? But we're trying, that's for sure. So, because there's nothing else going on. Although we do have some nice coin price action the last few days. Bitcoin's up to 92, 93 grand. Ethereum is back up to 1,800 bucks. Cash was over 9 cents last I saw. So there is some decent price action going on. So hopefully we're back on the upswing, and because it's been a rough couple of months. So GPU mining is still not profitable, so I'm not really going to be turning everything on. If anything, I actually may even turn off the GPUs that I still have on, which are the CMP cards, just because I just look at the electric rates. It's not looking good. There's not really a whole lot of good options out there. No matter what, it's going up from like 11.8 to probably 13 to 14. So it's even worse. So yeah, I might be just turning everything off except for the solo miners and I had the AL0, the RX0 still running. I'm going to try to keep those going for about a year and just run deep in stuff and see what happens. But there's no sense running this stuff when it's not making any money. Yeah, I could stack some coins. That's kind of what I'm doing now, stacking some Zealous, stacking some more Ergo. But that's it. There's not... don't want to do that for so long and eat the electric. Just because now I'm going to have two hosting bills. I'm going to have the Terra hosting bill for the L9, and I'm going to have the metered mining one for the S21. So between the two of them, that's probably going to be close to $500 just for that. So you don't need to be pissing money away on GPU mineable coins that I already have a decent bag of. So that's where we stand there. So, but this is where we're looking at. We're down at 10 milliseconds. So everything's all looking good. So we're going to keep solo mining. Don't know if I'll get in another one of these guys, but maybe pick up another one of these. I just wanted to see what kind of design I could come up with the thing I want to do. And maybe have like a bunch of them on there. See if I can fill that little board up and make something cool out of it. So I gotta start. I don't know if I'll figure that out and see what I want to do. See how big the sheet of plexiglass I have. Actually, I have two of them. One's bigger than the other one. So, and I'll see what it looks like though, and see if I can come up with a neat little design for like a little solo mining display. So, but for the time being, we're just gonna keep hammering away in the solo pool and wish for the best. So, not a whole lot else you could do. So, alrighty, until next one, have a good one.